Being sexy is all about being attractive, exciting, glamorous, and fun. And tonight on Nightcap with Erica, we're talking to vegans that are living a sexy plant based life. We got SupaNova Slom, Tamika from Chi-Town Vegan, plus model Teslin Butler from Radish on the Runway, and plus model Surgery. Tonight on Nightcap. Hey, it's Erica from the south side of the Chi, and I just completed the 2020 census. If you're not counted in, you'll be counted out. And I don't know about you, baby, but I want to be in, not out. What are you waiting for? Take the census. Go to 2020census.gov. Happy Saturday, y'all. What's going on? Welcome to Nightcap with Erica. Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I missed y'all. We had fun last night. As you know, if you watched last night, my show was all about Black women that are making waves in the cannabis industry. And I had an edible for the first time ever in my life last night. And damn, I'm still feeling good, really. And in honor of my friend Asabi, whose company was so nice and gracious to give me an edible and break my edible cherry, so to speak, I was a total virgin. I took another edible tonight. So I'm feeling good. Also, she gave me this sorbet, baby. Actually, let me go ahead and just put her info up, because I got a Asabi. She's in Chicago, and if you are in Chicago and like to indulge and be elevated, as they say, because I said I was getting high, and my friend told me I sounded like a heroin addict in 1974 that had just got home from the Vietnam War. So I guess we don't say high anymore. But anyway, she gave me this amazing sorbet, this strawberry sorbet, I believe. She's down there, Edibles by Mary Jane. Y'all check her out if you're in Chicago. Look her up, hook her up. People already have been reaching out to her and ordering. I don't know. I mean, we just going. Okay. Oh. I don't want to eat. Okay, sorry. I'm not going to eat too much because I don't want to be on here acting a fool. But this whole edible thing, I'm so glad it's legal now. I'm not going to go to jail, and I can do what I want to do and be high and elevated off life. Yes. So if I get too high tonight, I'll let my co-host, my guests, they'll take over and host for me if I get too, Also, shout out here in Chicago to Creative Click Cocktails. You all know I drink them every episode. It's owned by a young Black woman on the South Side. You call her, order up your drinks, and she will deliver to your house. What's up? Let me know where y'all are. Let me know what you're drinking. And look, it's interesting. Tonight is all about sexy vegans. And I know you're like, why are you emphasizing sexy? I think because a lot of people, when they think about vegans and talk about a vegan lifestyle, it's always about what you're missing, what you won't have anymore of, what you won't get. And as I've been contemplating getting healthy and transitioning over to a vegan lifestyle, I'm like, it's fun. Everywhere I go, I see sexy ass vegans. As a matter of fact, I have decided that from now on, the men I date, vegan penis is really all I want right about now, or at least gluten-free. I want gluten-free dick. I want a healthy, beautiful, strong, virile Black man, and which means I got to get healthy too. So I'm all about gluten-free vegan penises in my life because I want to be healthy. I want to build a strong, healthy family. And me being with these men that don't do nothing but eat flaming hots and drink red pop every day for breakfast, it can't work anymore. It's not working. So I wanted to do a show about veganism and transitioning into that and really have a real talk with some vegans. So I thought, who is one of the sexiest vegans on the planet? Somebody that I know, he's a wellness warrior. He's out here saving folks, and he comes from wellness royalty. Many of you all know about Queen Afua. When I tell you I am a fan and love her so much. He is the son of Queen Afua. And that's not to, I'm saying that to celebrate the greatness that he comes from. So you know he knows what he's talking about. He's worked with celebrities. And when I lived in Brooklyn, he was one of the first people to really embrace me and let me know, babe, don't worry about size. Don't worry about where you're coming from and who you are. Let's just get you feeling good and being healthy. Shout out to my girl, Super Size Spanish Fly, Lynx, my girl, one of my best friends in the world. She is the one that put me up on Queen Afua and then SupaNova Slom. We call him Nova. So for all you out there that have been thinking about getting healthy, that want to do something different with your life, have an open mind tonight. We're going to really have a cool conversation with Nova. Then I also invited some plus size women on the show that are sexy and that are also vegan. Because people also think vegans are size 0 and only eat grass and organic air every day. And it's like, no, they be eating. Okay? So hold up your drinks. Let me know what you're drinking. I don't know if y'all got a creative quick cocktail. Let me see in these comments what y'all talking about. And tonight, since it is a sexy show, a lot of my gay male friends and gay male fans that have been watching have been complaining that I haven't been showing enough of my tatas. Yes, the gay men. Then the straight men have been like, yo, sister, you know, you a queen. You a Nubian princess. You know, you can cover up. So I got the straight men saying, put the titties away. And I got the gay boys like, I need to see more titties. So I'm giving you titties tonight because it's all about being sexy. And I'm going to be a vegan and sexy when I'm a vegan. Anyway, I love y'all. So without further ado, I want to bring up this wellness warrior who has written a book called The Remedy. He's really dedicated to getting our people healthy and feeling good, especially Black men in particular. He's worked with Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and a lot of other celebrities on their wellness journeys. And ultimately, he's just one of the smoothest, healthiest dudes that I know. Give it up for my boo. I call him my boo. When I love people, even if I don't know them that well, they're my boos. I'm giving up for SupaNova Slom. You there, Nova?
Yay. Welcome to Peace.
Wellness Salute.
Hey, listen, your shit is lit, man. I love how you do your intro, your editing. Yo, you ready for the big time, beloved. It's really dope. I love it.
Thank you.
And I've been on various, you know, these type of things for YouTube in the last 2 months, and it's not it'd be like a lot of people be following these people, but it'd be kind of janky. Yours is like totally hot. So salute.
Ooh, thank you. You know, I do all the editing and everything myself. I'm actually tired. I edit the show, I book all the guests, I come up with the concepts, I put everything together, I do all the marketing promotion. I'm a one-woman show. Which reminds me, thank you. You know what though, for a second, that reminds me, you know, my stripper name is Miss Pound Cakes. In my head.
What is stripper name?
I don't know if they got vegan pound cake or not, but in my head,
you just don't put no dairy in it. Listen, let's kill the BS, man. Anything you like, you can find plant-based. You just gotta replace the processed foods with some more whole food options. That's it. It's not that hard, family. You can have all the good things you like. It's just like this. Your body is God's luxury vehicle designed for you, right? And so you're either going to fuel it with things that are going to allow to increase your optimal wellness, or things ultimately you may like now, but you may suffer later and may cut down your mileage of life. So will you like to have a better quality of life, and as you age gracefully and better, because you fuel things inside you that are going to build your cells and build your body up in a great way, you know, and allow your mind state to always, you know, be principled, or you're going to just continue to have over processed foods that are just going to eat away at the quality of your life. And so we talk about going vegan and plant-based. It's not only what you eat, but it's the consciousness.
in your mind.
It's
But you know what?
yeah.
I feel like vegans, whether they were like this before they transitioned or not, because a lot of people transition later in life. Some people have been that way. I know your child. I met her when she was little, and I met her at your mom's studio. And when she met me, first of all, she was eating some little sesame sticks for a snack, right? And we're talking, and she said to me, "You need to eat more reds." And I said, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "You need to eat more red food." And this girl was like 6 years old. So I was like, you already were raising her in this way to be healthy and take care of her body. But for a lot of people, they're transitioning. And I feel like the fear is that it's not going to be as fun to be vegan as if you can just go out and eat fried chicken wings and French fries every day. What do you say to that?
Well, what's not fun is paying a $2,500 medical bill. Is living on a respirator. What's not fun is carrying an asthma pump. What's not fun is brothers and sisters dealing with type 2 diabetes and getting insulin shots. Okay,
Right.
is that fun? No, it's not.
No.
And so again, it's all about mind state and consciousness. We have to have people value themselves. Okay, period. You have to know that you're valuable, and
Right.
relationships should be valuable. How you view yourself, how you value people outside you should value you, right? How you
Mm-hmm.
your thinking voice inside here. So the foods become just a compliment to what's valued inside you. If you don't
Mm-hmm.
value you, then it doesn't really matter if plant-based will even connect with you because it's about nature and it's about abundance on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
We are water. Our bodies are 70% water. That is our superfood at the foundation. The planet
Mm-hmm.
is water. We are water. So anytime you drink more water, you're gonna have optimum wellness. Feel great. Your cells will be great. Your skin's gonna be great. If you have fruits and vegetables that have water, then your functionality of your body's gonna be great. So,
Mm-hmm.
so you're already winning with the basic things. You know, I meet people where they are. You know, whether they're vegan, in transition or not. I just want to encourage brothers and sisters wherever you may be in your living is to establish a matrix of wellness in your life. You want to be, you want to have the right proper thinking, so you, like you said, so you can build that type of relation with yourself and others. You want to make sure that you're nourishing yourself and getting your proper nutrients. And then over time, as you get more confident in your journey and loving yourself and loving on yourself, all you're doing is just finding more resources through food and through relationships that complement what's inside you. That's it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
If we go to losing weight and diet, then that's a paradigm that is a yoga. Nobody really went through. If
yeah.
you establish value in building and being patient with yourself and setting up a healing modality or wellness modality for yourself that you can own and you can be disciplined with and love and be excited about, then over time, you manage that, you get better with that, you add more things, take away more things, you live, you learn, you in yourself. And before you know it, you're moving closer to a goal that you set for yourself. That's all it is.
Wow.
If you just focus on the food, it's one aspect. But holistic wellness is body, mind, spirit wellness. So you want to have all modalities. You want to have a strong spirit, soul connection with yourself. You know, you want to have your food is only complementing the soul spirit connection with yourself. So if you want the joyful noise and the joyness and the rapture and all of that wonderful, gospel vibes, right? You gotta have gospel food. The foods that sing inside your cells. Things the foods that sing inside your immune system. And for sisters, you need food to charge your womb. You need the raspberries, you need the blueberries, the blackberries. You know what I'm saying? These things help to regenerate your womb. Brothers, you need the maca root. You need your mega greens. Okay? You need your micronutrients to help to strengthen your prostate. You know,
Mm.
so there are things in nature that will work better with us if we are in tune with them because we're part of nature. There's no checklist between church and state. So even with my book, for those that are wanting more step-by-step process of how to begin the transition, or those that are already there but want to do things, you can download my book for free. The remedybook.com.
Oh wow.
Well, same thing I'm talking about with you about establishing value of self first and building on that, hydrating and
Mm-hmm.
walking slowly into different remedies and recipes, in your process, learning yourself along the way. That's what it's about. It's not a race. It's a journey into oneself that you take from now until you leave your body, you know. And nobody's perfect. You know, you be patient in the process. It's about really encouraging each other on the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's a little different, but there are universal tenets that we can use to just encourage us so we can get better and better as we walk on our
hmm You know, I never thought about it in the aspect of with self-esteem and really self-awareness and loving self, then that means you're gonna treat your body a certain way, including the things that you put into your mouth to nourish yourself. And it's like, of course, we all say we love ourselves. I say I love me, but then what you just said is making me say I have to think more critically about if you say you love you and you are good to you, then that means you're going to do good things to you and for you, including putting good things in your mouth.
lives.
And
Well, because ultimately, what's love?
yeah,
Love is work. It's work. It's something that's working for you, and and you're excited about what's working for you.
hmm
Work, right? Now,
yeah.
some things are working against you.
Oh,
Right? Like relationships, right? There's some relationships we get into that we think we're in love with, but they're really dysfunctional relationships.
yeah,
We're probably attracted because we have a dysfunction in us, and we attracted to dysfunction disguised and masqueraded as love, and we keep getting the same mate in different faces over and over again because we haven't healed and addressed the initial dysfunction. So the same thing with the food. We thought this was nourishing us, but we see the results. If you objectively see that, okay, it tastes good, I've been conditioned and programmed to eat this.
yeah,
But if you break down the the principle of what you're eating, if it's not going to help to increase your vitality, your endurance, it's not going to charge your endocrine system, your immune system, your lymphatic system. Basically, if it's not going inside you to make you a better human being, so you can have a more optimum life, then is it love? If it's
right.
going inside you and you love it for just a minute, or 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, and after it digests over time, you realize that you have aches, you have pain, you're breaking out, you're dehydrated. Is that love? So
Right.
when we recognize the simple principles of these things now, it takes a much more powerful consciousness and responsibility for you. Not a judgment, a responsibility. So wait a minute. I'm valuable. I love myself, and I'm only going to allow people, places, or things to be around me, affiliated with me, if they're going to work for me.
Right.
Has this thing been working for me? Has this relationship working for me? Am I getting anything from this to make me feel excited, exhilarated, empowered, motivated, galactic, and like I can live the best life abundantly? Or after the moment of fantasy and manifestation of lust and bliss, it withers and now I'm feeling bad and guilty. Like I don't want to just do nothing but sleep and go in the covers and don't want to do my work. And that's how we have to look at our lives. If it's working for you and you're excited, keep going. But if
Right.
it's working, replace it and get to work. And you get to working and then you drink the work. Water works. Forget about it, how what it tastes. It works because you work.
You know what? Let me interrupt for a second because people are saying there's an echo when you're talking and they can't hear some of what you're saying.
I'm
So
not.
I want to make sure. I don't know.
Mic check. I don't really know. I,
Dang it. I think, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. It's not everybody. A couple people are like, man, what? I can't hear him. There's an echo. So
oh man, can
I'm
you hear
sorry,
me now?
y'all. But everybody's not. Some people are hearing fine.
Okay, mic check. Y'all can hear me?
Okay, now that's better.
Okay, I turned it down a little bit. I'm not.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
So family, what I'm basically saying to y'all is that okay, see, I was born and raised vegan from the womb. My mother was already, vegan, and my father was before they had me. My mother was a extreme asthmatic, okay, and she through natural remedies she healed herself, and that became her light bulb moment, right? And so she wanted to she knew that she could overcome her own ailments, and she talked about it in her first book called Heal Thyself: A Health and Longevity for Queen of Cool. For those that are just tuning in, you can Google her. But she's been practicing holistic health and medicine for over 50 years. So I'm her first child in that. And because I was raised in the environment, I never had a dogmatic approach to being vegan or holistic wellness. I've always wanted to approach it to encourage brothers and sisters, no matter where they may be. So there's some people that are already there, and then I try to encourage them to go deeper, in the holistic science because there's so much to cover and explore. And for brothers and sisters that are still eating processed foods or meats and who have no idea of where to start, I try to meet them where they are and try to just encourage them to incorporate more plant-based foods, micronutrients like my product, the Super Mega Greens. This is a
Mm-hmm.
combination of uh, plant proteins, spirulina, chlorella, alfalfa, dandelion. This has ginger inside of here. All of these foods help to boost the immune system, help to make the skin glow and get the colon
Let
going.
me tell you, you have the best greens. No, seriously. Now listen, and because I love your mama, that's my best friend in my head, and I love your mother's greens too.
Yeah.
And so I encourage everybody, Queen of Foods greens. I mean, yes, there's something about your greens though. And the first time I had them, I you let me have some. We were at hanging out with Hadia
Okay.
at her place.
Okay.
You were like, let me put something together for you. You made me a glass. Now, you at the time had your big gallon water bottle that you would
Right.
carry around with you all around the city
Right.
and had your greens. And I was like, I can't do that. So you made me something with the greens, and I was like in love. I love your greens. And then my friend links to super size Spanish fly. She swears by your greens.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Well, because the way I blend it, there's blended in a way where you can mix with your water or your fruit juice.
Yeah.
It doesn't take away the taste of whatever fruit you mix it with.
Right.
Most greens have a lot of what they call fillers. So most of them on the market are good stuff when you look at the whole all the ingredients, but they're not necessarily they say greens, but most of them have extra like 10, 20, 30 ingredients of other micronutrients, and that takes away from the concentrated blend of the actual micronutrients called the greens. So now
Okay.
these specifically third party tested, organic, vegan, no soy. This right here is a specific concentrated blend, right? That specifically are micronutrients that help put oxygen back into the bloodstream. So those that are dealing with anemic issues, low iron, helps to restore that. I'm a vegan bodybuilder. People think vegans are, anorexic and malnourished. I weigh 198 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Plant-based foods, micronutrients. I have also another product called the Super Mega Protein, which is also organic for those that are really the sisters trying to keep the thickness and the curves.
Yeah.
You have this Mega Protein. This is vanilla flavor. Chocolate's coming soon. And for brothers that are, bodybuilding and wanting to get a plant-based, non-dairy, good meal replacement, you can add a scoop of this. It's 20 grams per scoop. This is maca root, which is good for male and female sexual organ and strength
Yeah. I want to talk to you about that.
moringa, maca root. We have pumpkin protein. We have sprouted brown rice protein, pea protein. Monk fruit is a sweetener. So we bring the wellness, and my whole point was I blend. I had these plant-based ingredients blended in the way, not for just my discipline, but thinking brothers and sisters who are not vegan at all. You know what I mean? So, for taste and people first time coming on things, you need to implement, mixtures that are easy on their palate. You know what I'm saying? That they can begin to really get down into. If it's too overwhelming at first, then you may shy them away. So
Right.
you take away the greens. The reason why we had a bit of impact on it because I know I gave you a blend with I think it was mango juice and apple juice mixed with the
It was so good.
it can look green, right? Supposed to
Right.
be chlorophyll, but the taste of the integrity of the mango and apple was still present. So your eyes saw a full green glass, but then your taste tastes mango. So you was like, wait a minute, I'm tasting mango, I'm tasting apple, but it's strictly green.
Right.
And that's the science and the magic of having this micronutrient, and knowing that if we want to introduce wellness to the people, we have to make sure that every day everybody talks about taste. Gotta make sure that that's in tune, but at the same time, they're getting their micronutrients. That this helps to detox any heavy metals in the body that you bring from the atmosphere. From the corona season right now. So you dealing with you need, powerful boost for your immune system. You need something that's gonna flush you, but also build at the same time. So it's not only detoxing your body from any impurities, but it's also building. It's the amino acids and the micronutrients is building your body and giving you the nutrients that you need. So, you know, beloved, this is what I do. You know, I do it all my life. I know it very well, and I know it not from an arrogant place, but a place just to want to be a bridge for those who don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So, but
And meet people where they are. You know, I think it's very important that we encourage.
right.
We encourage each other and we coach each other. Those that do know, we should be motivating and coaching each other to wellness. You know what I'm saying? We should not be talking down on brothers and sisters who are not aware of it. And yes, you know, you can be vegan and you can have your weight and your curves and you can have all of that. You know,
Right.
it's you know, you just got to find. Listen, you can be a vegan and still be nice, round and plump too. You eat a lot of calories. That's really it. You just OD.
Right.
You just, oh my God, too much vegan snacks. And you can get vegan snacks and have the same result. So the whole point about it is to be balanced. Is to be balanced. Find what works for you, right, in the processed food world. We have Google now. We have a lot of people like myself that are doing this work. And there's a big culture now where you can actually find replacements. You know what I'm saying? So you like your nice snacks, and you just look. Most of them are read the ingredients that you like. You like chocolate cake? Read the basic ingredients of chocolate cake, and I guess
Right.
you can find some vegan opportunities that have less of the
Yes.
processed sugar, none of the dairy products in it, and it'll probably process through your body quicker than a lot of the extra stuff in the cakes that you make.
The synthetic stuff.
So I just think people have to just be excited to do research, for things that's going to ultimately be better for you. Why not? I'm like brothers and sisters, women, they're like luxury brands. They're like luxury this and other stuff, right? Women like Louis Vuitton, what else? The Polo, come on, give me the name, Gucci, what else?
Yeah. Well, I'm not into that.
Okay, you get my point of saying that. We like high-end things, but
right.
you are God's high-end vehicle called the human body.
We are the high end.
We are in the high end.
Oh my gosh.
And nothing is fly without us being fly for ourselves. Like
right.
you make things that way. So imagine now changing your consciousness and your relationships, the food you eat, how you move through the world is of value. And you're taking time to just build over time and patience with putting love and light into you, everything you do, body, mind, and spirit. And that's what I want to encourage brothers and sisters to begin to explore. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're plant-based now or not, open yourself up to the possibility to just dial into, your luxury self, your luxuries, you're luxurious, you're awesome, you're golden, you're powerful. Whether you're tall, you're short, you're light skin, you're dark skin, you're BBW, you SSBBW, you're small. We love all of you. You're beautiful the way you are, and that's now wherever you are right now.
Yeah.
How can we support you being even better, right? With luxury thinking, body, mind, spirit, holistic wellness thinking. Your foods are high frequency. Your relationships are high frequency. How you view yourself is high frequency. That's the whole point of the Remedy book that I'm sharing with you all. That's what I stand on as a wellness warrior. I call myself a wellness warrior not only because I'm a combat veteran. I served, United States Army as a 11 Bravo series infantryman. But also, I was raised to be a warrior. When I was a little, it wasn't being vegan was not in vogue. I had to fight in school because I had organic sprouted sandwiches.
Wow.
Organic apples, and this is the '80s when everybody had government cheese and quarter waters, right? And this is '84, '85. I'm fighting in public school because I'm just a vegan kid in Brooklyn, in the hood. So,
right.
I was raised to be a warrior. So my whole approach to health and wellness is of a warrior because I make sure I have to protect and defend my mind, my body, and spirit by all means possible. Nothing gets inside of me and interacts with me if it's not on high value, high frequency.
And I will say that at the times when I was eating healthier, even I've dibbled and dabbled with being vegetarian for a short period of time or being vegan.
Yeah.
I'm very vegan friendly. Like I eat at those kind of places all the time. But as far as taking on the entire lifestyle, no, I've never been dedicated more than maybe 3 or 4 months.
Well, because really, beloved, most people are not understanding holistic health. Holistic health. It's beyond being vegan.
Right.
People are doing it because of the animals. But see, which is good. But most Black people of color, That ain't why we become that.
Right.
Because of health disparities. Because
Mm-hmm.
people are number one in hypertension, diabetes, obesity, asthma, all these ailments. We're sick. And so most of our people come in, don't want to die or want to find another way. And
Right.
okay, what do I have to do or cut back on or make a shift on to be better? And so a lot of times they're led down the path of plant-based and vegan lifestyle to save their lives. So in that compassion for themselves, they gain compassion for animals and the planet. Because most of our people are so disconnected. You know what I'm saying? Black Caucasian brothers and sisters, they're more privileged in their environment.
Environment.
So
Oh,
they,
absolutely.
they come in on the animal. They come in
Right.
the bunny rabbit. They come in on the bunny rabbit. They come in on the little fox and the little pig, which is cool. So that's why they come into wanting to be vegan. That's not our journey. So
Yeah.
we can all meet in it, right, in the celebration, but we have a different pathway,
Right.
And so this is why, and I know those extremes, and I try to tell brothers and sisters that again, let's relook at the whole picture: value, luxuriousness, optimal wellness, right? And then over time, start to learn what does that look like for you, 360 degrees, spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Right.
And then we begin to slowly but surely. Hey, are you hydrating every day? Check.
What are you drinking right now? I forgot to ask you that.
This is lemon and water. Lemon and water. That's it. Good. It's good for digestion. It's good for cellular restoration. It's good for hydration. The lemon helps us also be in COVID-19 areas. So respiratory. The lemon helps to cut. The acid in the lemon helps to break out any mucus in the in the nasal passage. So yeah, I drink this every day. Hydration. So if you increase your water intake daily because you're 70% water, you're drinking more of yourself. But then you start to integrate more, having more green leafy fruits and vegetables. Like my daughter said at the time, eat more maybe reds in your food, like beets and the the red cabbage and so forth. The red onions. You start to bring this burst of life into your system and your stream, and after a while, you start to cut back. You're like, when I eat that, and I kind of feel a little tired. When I'm eating this, I feel a little more energy.
That's what I was gonna say. I noticed that when I was eating healthier and more plant-based, I feel good.
And that's what you want to hone in on, beloved.
Right.
Feel good. Okay, so just after a while, you're gonna want to feel good, more good than that.
Right.
So you just be patient, set up a disciplined regimen, and keep adding feel good.
Right.
What does feel good taste like? What does feel good do like? And you just start creating your personal journal, your personal discipline matrix around feel good. You know what I'm saying? And look, you give room for relapse. Give room for falling off. It's okay. Right. Because in the falling off, you actually learn more about yourself. You become
yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's no judgment,
And that's the thing, I get hard on myself. But let me ask you, since today is about being a sexy vegan.
Sexy vegan.
And I don't know if you consider yourself that, but I think so.
I am the sex god. I'm the sex god.
You are the sex god.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's what I want to talk about. What are the sexual benefits too of us eating healthy, drinking your greens, being plant-based? Like, I feel like, does it make you more virile and strong?
Well, think about it. So, our organs have to deal with making sure we hydrate. So if you're dehydrated, you're not going, for sisters, y'all take a lot of moisture that needs to happen for y'all to really be utilized in accordance with your climax. So if you're dehydrated, it's going to be really kind of hard to really get that real powerful climax that is necessary, And then if you're dehydrated, then your body, that type of pull on you, that type of pull to come, it's going to pull on all parts of your organs. It's going to pull the moisture just to come. But if you actually plentiful with your water and your greens and your fruits, oh my gosh, the orgasms are cascading there, galactical. It's just like a rainforest of awesome, And then the brothers also now have the endurance. They have
my water there
because now the water and the hydration and the micronutrients and the greens and all the live foods are restoring. So they have the ability not to come too fast because they have the endurance to their breathing, their respiration is on point. Some brothers are out of breath. They gotta come quick because they can't even breathe properly.
Damn.
Love it's a cadence of making sure your oxygen is on point. So you gotta have You know, you got to taking your herbs for your breathing, your respiratory. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're having your herbs, you're having your. You can't separate church from state. The more you dial into your wellness, you're taking your greens, you're taking your herbs, taking your waters, you're doing your meditation. You're with you and your partner, whoever they may be. Y'all are bonding more in that discipline. So yeah, we hump on each other, but
Yeah.
you know, real sexual energy is an exchange with each other. It ain't just a hump. It ain't a bump and grind. It's actually a deep exchange where you actually receiving the orgasm and saying and holding it, holding her orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Basking in it. You know what I'm saying? Being electrified and rejuvenated in it, and then you give it back to her. Then you send that energy back into her, and she's doing the same to you. So y'all are really building deeper. But that goes back into valuing yourself, sis. You know what I'm saying? Valuing yourself, knowing that you're God's luxury vehicle, that everything you have around you, even your sex, has to be high end sex, luxurious sex. See, we've been so debased, and we've been so unfortunately, a lot of people have been molested and raped into sex. So you know the frequency of even what that is even low. But as you value yourself, brothers and sisters, you pour into yourself, you nurture yourself, and you work on healing through, you know what I'm saying, whatever blockages you may have around being violated at a certain time, you know, and then you and your partner are both together using the act to engage deeper, to heal with one another. Then the dynamic of the sex, along with the hydration and the right foods, it takes on another paradigm. It takes on another freedom, liberating paradigm that will totally empower you, you invigorate you, and it's a great way to burn calories.
Right. Well, you know, Nova, I've been saying, because I'm single right now, but now that I'm getting back into getting to know people and dating and even being in this quarantine, allowing myself to be with myself and deal with me and working on me. So that when I'm step back out there, when things get back to normal and I'm back out there and meeting and greeting men, I've been saying I want to date men that are vegan or plant-based, healthy.
Like you should, but at this point, because you're valuing yourself more than before, right? You always love yourself, but now we go deeper, right? So in the quarantine now, you're taking more time for you, taking more time to reassess and get stronger.
Yes.
It's only right you have a partner, whether they're casual, lover, or someone that's long term, to complement the value you're pouring into yourself. It just makes sense. It makes sense. If you're loving on you more and you're valuing you more and you know what you deserve, then it's best that you have a man that reflects that deserving, that offering. Once you're clear your discipline and you signal that you deserve the highest and wisest, you're signaling this to you. This is holistic. You're signaling not only to your own self, but you're signaling into the universe. You know what I mean? So you deserve to have. If you will it, beloved of Erica, then thy will be done. If you will that man, then that man will be willed unto you. Facts. Will him. You got to will him, beloved. Pour him a glass of water and sip on him. As you sip, visualize that man coming on to you. Visualize the man that you want. You take a sip of wellness and you sip on your water and you visualize you hydrating your internal organs. You just visualizing who you want coming on to you, and you're pouring in a libation and he will manifest himself to you. Hello, goodbye, let's go. That's right, baby. Get it, sis. Wellness salute. That's right. Yeah. See, it's the simple gestures that we do in repetition and discipline that create the result. So if you do it, imagine you just make it a ritual, Erica. Like you take your bath, you take your meditation time, you take your journaling time, you're creating your foods, and then the whole time you visualize it. Or them, however the multitude, whatever you want. You visualize the full man. And every gesture you do from just the nuance, then you start germinating in the vibration of yourself into the world. And then he comes back to you based upon the constituted consciousness of your own mind. Your own mind starts to manifest, or in your case, womb manifest him unto you. Hello.
Hello.
See, we on another. This quarantine got us on another signaling.
Yes.
We on a luxury signaling right now, Sister Erica. We on a deeper signaling. So yes, sexy vegans, we exist. We here, and we're doing the work. See, sexy requires work, mind, body, and spirit. When you say someone, oh, she's sexy, oh, he's sexy, what you're seeing is a demonstration of his and hers work on themselves and standing in their power and standing in their confidence and standing in his or her power and know and man, woman, knowing thyself, and also knowing your value that your sexiness does not need to be a free for all. Everybody does not deserve an invitation into your sexiness. Your sexiness is high end. Your sexiness is glorious. Your sexiness is anointed. Your sexiness is gracious. Your sexiness is sacred. Everybody cannot be allowed to come entrance in your sacred sexiness, sister or brother. You should love yourself enough to know, wait. You got to scan them and check them. Do they love themselves? Are they sexy unto themselves? Because sexy and sexy got to be a compliment. But you can't be sexy and then be having unsexy trying to compliment the sexy. Hello, let's go.
Hell, let's motherfucking go.
Come on. Look. Yeah, hydrate. Come on. We hydrate over here.
Look, you see, first of all, this is why I adore you, right? And this is the thing for those of you all, if you've never heard Nova speak or seen him in person, this is his energy every day. This not a show. This is not for my show. Right, but I'm just saying you pour into people. And when I met you, it was like, look, don't worry about what side, because I was talking to you about me wanting to lose weight, me not feeling that healthy. At the time I was swimming a lot in Brooklyn, but things weren't happening for me health-wise. And you were like, you putting too much judgment on yourself. You're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful woman. Let that energy come out, but stop judging you. And you pour into people. And I think that's why so many people are attracted to you as a wellness warrior, because you really care about folks and want them to heal their lives. And the sexual and sensual part of us sometimes is what we think about last. You know, we don't equate health and sexiness directly, but talking to you, can you see the comments?
I can't see them, but I wanted to tell brothers and sisters this.
Yeah.
You are worthy of the highest and wisest. There is no separation between church and state, sisters and brothers. Your sex is sacred. Now, a lot of us have come into sexuality, again, based on lack of knowledge and rape and incest and all types of lower frequencies. But today, no judgment. You can now build on the love and value of yourself, of your sacredness, of your sexiness and your sexuality, and know that you are God's luxury vehicle. And you are here to move and remove until you can't move no more. And so every relationship, your food, your mind, your spirit, others outside you, they're either going to be a compliment to allow you to be your highest and wisest, or they're going to be motherfucking blockages and toxic blockage to who you are to manifest, brothers, or manifest, my sisters. So at this moment, no judgment. Big, small, tall, skinny, light, dark. Love yourself now. Okay? And use this conversation and use this beloved ministry that me and my beloved sister Erica is administering to you all, just to pour love into you, charge into you, and have a glass of beautiful, luxurious water. You see, I drink my water out of wine glasses because I recognize God's nectar is in me. I'm 70% water. I live on a water planet. Ooh, hello. I'm drinking the water. You say, Nova, how can you be so pretty? How come your skin glowing? You're so pretty? Because I drink water, bitch. I hydrate. Bitch, hydrate. Bitch, take the goddamn green.
Right, it's green. That's right.
Take the goddamn green, drink the goddamn water, and be luxurious. Let's go. Let's have a luxurious party. That's what I'm saying. Listen, this is our life, sisters and brothers. We are here to live it to the fullest without no blockages and limitations. So don't let processed block food stop your organs from functioning luxuriously. Don't be letting block relationships stop you from functioning luxuriously. Brothers and sisters, don't let no punk lovers stop your orgasm from flowing luxuriously. Hello. Ashe, ashe, ashe.
Drink water because you luxurious.
Come on.
Bask in the luxuriousness that is you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And remember, it's look, your luxury is backed by action. Okay, it's what you do, it's what you're willing to do daily to build on your valuable self. You are worthy. Remember, sisters and brothers, you are the sperm that made it to the egg that made you whole. You are one in a million. There's no one like you, sister and brother, no matter who you are, no matter who disappointed you, no matter if you had issues with mother or father, no matter where you come from. You are one in a million. You are special. There's going to be never, ever, ever one like you. Yeah, you come from your mother, you look like your auntie, your grandfather, but it's only one of you. So love you, appreciate you, and pour love and wellness into you daily. And state in yourself that you are worthy for high vibratory relationships, high vibratory food, high vibratory living from this moment on. Live your life to the fullest with no limitations. Activate your power, family. Activate. Stop making excuses for your powers. You know you're the black sheep in your family. You know you're the special one. You know you've been the outcast. You know you've been the sage or the mystic around your crew. Be all of you fully unapologetically. That's also part of holistic healing too. Not only just the food, but we got to go deeper into this being vegan. Okay, that's the first step. Being vegan is basic training. You should understand that. Well, listen, that is going to stop my quality of life, and this is going to extend my quality of life. Hence, making me compassionate for humanity, animals, and the planet. Hello, good. Stand that. But now we got to go deeper. We got every day is an opportunity to do a deeper healing work. Start with gratitude. Love where you are now. Erica, repeat after me. I love me.
I love me.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
I'm luxurious.
I am luxurious.
I am gracious.
I am gracious.
I am worthy of all that's highest and wisest.
I am worthy of all the highest in life.
And I would drink lots and lots of water.
And I'm going to drink lots and lots of water.
And eat my greens.
And eat my greens.
With a good attitude.
Greens. When y'all see me after this quarantine stuff is over, after I'm drinking all my water and drinking my SupaNova Greens, I'm going to be luxuriating so much sexiness. Y'all ain't going to be able to handle me. It's going to be
and guess what? And we don't care if they can't handle it. You're going to exhibit it anyway.
I just don't want to get pregnant right away. Can you?
Well, you got to talk to your womb. You got to put a prayer in your womb. You got to the mind in your womb. You got to have a conversation with the egg. Just talk to the womb.
Dear eggs, y'all stay y'all asses where y'all at. Don't meet that strong vegan ass sperm. Don't meet that strong vegan sperm, bitch. Get back, eggs.
Come on.
Get back.
Come on. Ashe. Yes, beloved.
Everybody was loving you. Everybody's saying comments, and it's so much that I've been so into you that I didn't want to stop it. But people are just saying, talking all about loving yourself, elevating luxuriously, and it's been one. And the thing is, one of the main questions I was going to ask you was like, how do we get started? But you answered that just by saying knowing self and loving self, building your self-esteem, loving on yourself, luxuriating on yourself is like the first step towards wealth and health.
Well, it's the first step because now you're going to be feeling so good that if you eat things that are not going to make you feel like how you are declaring, you're going to know right away, right? And then, like you told me, you said, you know, you've had your moments in your wellness, and you recognize you felt better. And all I said was no judgment. Let's just try to get you to feel better more. Right. You know, and if you need more support, family, again, my book is called The Remedy. You can download it for free at theremedybook.com, www.theremedybook.com. And everything me and Erica are building on right now, I lay out in the beginning of the book. Before I tell you to drink anything, any greens, any water, any cleanses, any detoxing, I talk about the importance of valuing oneself and setting up a mental and spiritual motivating foundation first. And then now using the foods, the waters as a salute to what you established already in your mind and your consciousness. Okay, the foods are the remedies and the herbs and the natural way of life is a salute to what you are declaring for yourself. That's it. You know, and be patient with your process. You are divine. You are sacred by nature. You just forgot because life is one of those things where things happen and you can kind of forget who you are. But the more you pour back into you, you're gonna remember. Wait a minute, I'm exuberant. I'm luxurious. I'm magnanimous. I'm illuminate. There's nothing that I cannot manifest and do. Okay, remember that song from the '90s? That Right Said Fred, "I'm too sexy." Remember?
Yes, for my shirt.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, I remember that.
Say it. Freestyle.
I'm too sexy for them fried chicken wings. Too sexy for them French fries. Too sexy for that pop. I'm sexy enough though for my water.
Come on. That's right. Go ahead, Erica. Right.
I'm sexy enough for water.
That's right.
You done got me. First of all, you done got me so hyped. Like I'm here. I'm feeling real extra sexy right now. So
you know what? You ever notice why we all love to go to the beach? Because the water's so sexy.
The water, yes.
So, hello, the water's sexy.
The water is sexy.
Why do you think you look at any romantic like scene? They either by the beach or the stream because the water's sexy. Why is it sexy? Because you sexy. You 70% water. Hello,
y'all. You 70% water. God damn it.
Come on, let's go.
That means oh wow.
Come on.
No, but I first of all, I could talk to you forever. You gotta come back because
I'll come back. I know we got other guests. You got some beautiful, beautiful sexy vegans coming through. Salute to those sisters. I will come. Yes. If you have me, I'll come back with the family. We'll continue to salute our water and celebrate our wellness. And we're here.
Yes, but when you come back to first of all, I want to talk about this stuff too, but I also, your food looks so good when you put it online because I follow you on Instagram. Today you put your dinner up and what you did, and I want people to like actually see your food. See
so we'll do because that what you're talking about is I do what I call daily SupaNova's Nutrition Kitchens. Mm-hmm. So what we'll do is next time you have me on, I'll make a meal for that show.
Yes.
And I'll show them I'll show them a vegan meal and what I did so that they can see my kitchen. They can see what I did. Because our people, if they need to see it. So
right, they need to see it.
That'll be our next show. We'll do
absolutely. But today I wanted them just to. You're such a powerful person. I salute you for all that you're doing. You really do love us and care about Black folk, especially, and want to see us all living well and being healthy. And it's all over everything you do. I've seen you sit and talk with somebody forever, helping build them up, getting there. I've experienced it myself firsthand with you talking to me. So salute to you. I haven't even touched my alcohol the whole damn show because of you.
Listen, we're gonna have, but see, I'm not mad at the fire water, but we're gonna have the fire in the water. Feel me? You can have the fire, right? That's good in moderation, but you just want to be balanced. You can have all the things you like, but make sure you put this nature in you. That's what I'm saying. Let's put the goodness inside you. You can have a little fun, have a little party, but come back to that nature. Come back to that natural remedy. Come back to that sustaining life. Come back to that optimum living. You go out, have a little party, have a good time, learn your lesson, and come back to pouring more into you daily. And that's all I want to say to you, fam. Wellness salute.
Thank you, Nova. I love you. You all make sure you go to his information is at the bottom scrolling. You can go to Instagram. All the rest of the stuff is there. Or you can go to SupaMegaFoods.com. Trust me, y'all. I will go on record saying that I personally think that Nova's greens are the best greens I've ever had.
Hey, listen, if they want the discount code, I'm going to give them a discount code right now, Erica. They can type in SUPA20, SUPA, capital SUPA 20. If they go to Supa Foods right now, because you tune in with my sister Erica, type in Supa, SUPA 20. And you can type in Supa 20 at the checkout, and you'll get the discount on the greens and or your mega protein. Okay, www.supamegafoods.com. Get your vanilla protein, all plant-based, no dairy. Get your mega greens, and you can enter the code SUPA SUPA 20.
Supa 20.
I just Supa
SUPA 20. And I actually I just put it in my comments.
Okay.
Actually, what I'm gonna do right now before you go.
Okay. Yes, Erica. And again, family. I'm here just to encourage you and meet you where you at, just with some tools and principles. So Y'all can download my book for free, theremedybook.com. And if you want to know more about, what herbs to take, what holistic remedies to take, especially during this time of COVID-19, the greens will be helpful. Water principles, and how folks that want to understand detoxing, how to keep muscle mass if you're a vegan, or even sisters that want to be still shapely and beautiful but plant-based. All these wonderful tips and protocols in my book. Follow me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I put, like Erica mentioned, I put daily. I do something called on my IGTV, SupaNova's Nutrition Kitchen. So you can follow me on IG. All of my food videos are there. Just encourage you. Like, follow me here on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, SupaNova Slom. Spell it just like that. Don't change the spelling. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. And I'm here, family. I'm happy to come back with Erica, and we're gonna go into the Nutrition Kitchen. We'll make a meal together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're encouraging.
Well, thank you. And
so, family, everybody out there who's tuning in, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's make a commitment to your commitment tonight, family. Let's make a commitment to be patient with yourself, be in gratitude, and just love on yourself. Patience, gratitude, love on yourself, and drink lots and lots of water. Until next time we see each other, wellness salute.
Wellness salute. I'm gonna finish this water, and you every morning when I wake up, I need to record your voice on my phone so my alarm.
What you gotta do is just play this back.
Right, I have to play this every morning.
Back to the big speakers.
Right. It's like, Supa said, wake up and drink my water so I can be sexy today.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
The water's gonna complement your sexy. Remember, you're already sexy.
Thank you.
See, we are already who we need to be. We just want to do the compliment the sex.
Compliment.
Why do you think sisters get their hair and nails done? Because they already sexy. They just compliment it. Why
you got that right.
Brothers get them lined up. Brothers make sure they groomed up because they compliment. That's it. Yeah, like Mars Day in Purple Rain said, let's have some action. Let's have some wiggling. I want some perfection. Let's have some action.
Have some action.
All right.
And on that note, I'm gonna bring up my other beautiful, amazing, sexy, curvaceous juice.
Sexy, curvaceous, big. Oh, that just sounds like I need to get some more water.
Right.
All right, blessings, family. Peace, sis. All right.
Good night.
Wellness salute.
Woo, don't y'all feel good? Well, stay feeling good because my next guests are friends of mine. They're here. Two of them are here in Chicago. One is in New York. But I wanted to have a conversation with them in particular. Well, first, wait. Let me drink some water because listen, Nova. Woo, that was a lot. But it feels good to hype yourself up, right? So my next guest, I wanted to talk to them because when people think of veganism, sometimes not only do they think that it's boring or you got to eat the same things over and over, or they focus on what you can't have versus how it opens up the door to you to be able to even enjoy even more amazing food. They also have the perception that vegans can only be vegans if they're skinny, and that you can't be curvy and voluptuous or sexy or thick or have any of those things going on if you're a vegan. A lot of people even try or start doing it because they feel like they only want to lose weight. But with that being said, I was like, I know some women that range in sizes that are curvy and voluptuous and are fully vegans and are having very enjoyable, sexy lives. And once again, the word sexy to me is a compliment. I've seen shoes and be like, oh my God, those shoes are sexy. I've seen a car and be like, wow, that's a sexy car. Or I've been in an environment and be like, oh, this is very sexy. Sexy is not about sex. It's about being just having an abundance of amazingness and fun and beauty and all those things that make life sexy. So I want to bring up my friends. First, let me bring up plant-based Tamika that has hey Tamika, she has a blog that she's Chi-Town Vegan. Wait, actually, let me remove Nova stuff. I was showing him love. I want to take the stuff off. We love Nova. But I want to add my girls' information. Okay, there you go. What's going on, plant-based Tamika? How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on.
Yes, girl. What are you drinking? I can add
Sangria.
Sangria, yeah. And sangria has fruit in it usually. So that's
look at me.
Very
it's a salad.
Fruity.
It's a salad. It's a fruit salad.
It's a fruit salad, basically. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you for coming. Okay. Now I gotta bring on one of my very close friends, Teslyn Butler. She's a plus size model. Hey, Tessie Poo. I call her Tessie Poo.
That's what
oh no, it's not Frozen, girl.
Oh no.
No, you there, Tessie? But that's a sickening Frozen picture though.
Okay, here she comes.
Are you there, Tessie Poo? Teslyn, if you have any other windows open, like your Gmail or Facebook or anything, all that out. We'll fix Teslyn.
Okay.
She was frozen, real cute.
I mean, at least she fine in every last little still.
Yes, my goodness. Okay, then I'm also going to bring up another fabulous plus model, Surgily. Surgily's in New York. Hey, Surgily.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm good. How y'all doing?
Come on.
Yes, your hair is beautiful, Surgily.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. So, Teslyn, I don't know if you can hear me, Tessie Poo, but if you got anything open, close it. Close your other windows. Close out your Facebook and everything. And you know what I'm gonna do, Tessie Poo? I'm gonna kick you out and come back. We're gonna try it like that. Technical difficulties. It happens. It happens.
It does happen.
So I'm gonna and then have her come back in. Yes. So I don't know if you all saw any of what SupaNova.
Yeah, I was watching the whole time.
Yeah.
You all to me are already the epitome of luxurious, beautiful curves, and like I said, the whole idea of sexy veganism is that I look at you all and the way you're living your lives, and you're having a lot of fun with it. You make being a vegan look good, and I wanted to expose people to that, especially people like me that are thinking about making the transition and embracing a plant-based lifestyle. I would love to know from you all what drew you to it. Now, Surgily, have you been a vegan all your life? Or
oh no, I became a vegan like 5 years ago. I decided to become a vegan because my dad had gastric cancer, and because he had diabetes, he couldn't fight the cancer, and he passed away. So I gradually became a vegan. So I did it over time. So it took me like 7 years to get there. In a sense, it took me about 7 years to get there, because I gradually removed things. So I removed chicken, I removed everything, and then I got to the place where I was comfortable with not eating any type of flesh at all.
Wow.
So yeah.
So for you though, the first spark was about health and seeing.
It definitely was about health, yeah, because I felt like I have to make better choices, because I come from a line of people that have diabetes and things like that. Like my brother almost lost his vision because of his diabetes, and my mother has had diabetes since I could remember. So it just was like sparked something in me, like, if I'm losing someone I love from it, I have to do something.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about you, Tamika? We've been watching your journey. Those of us that follow you and know you, seeing your journey. How long have you been a vegan now, and what sparked that transition in you?
So I've been vegan on and off since 2017, October 2017, but I recently celebrated like my official 1 year sober. Like, you know what I mean? Like 1 year consistent, should I say? So yeah, and I did it for health reasons too. I like legit couldn't breathe. I was having asthma attacks, and I just developed asthma in my 20s. And I love to like work out. I couldn't work out. I couldn't breathe. Like even laying down, it was just like I could hear like rattling, and like I could hear, congestion. It was terrible. So I was just like, you know what? I need to put the dominoes down, and I need to pick up something else.
Oh my goodness. And y'all, that's where I am now. I have been even though I'm not that vocal about it, I will share that I've been battling diabetes now for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And I was like, I've tried so many different things, but I find that when I eat more plant-based, I feel better. I vibrate higher, as like Noah was saying. But then I don't understand why I go back. I revert back. I'll be vegan for 3 months. And then wake up and go buy some chicken wings. It's like, what are you doing? And that's in no way is this show about slamming people that are meat eaters. That's fine. Do whatever you want to do. But I know for me, I have to get healthy. I've thought about maybe getting weight loss surgery. I've thought about all these different things. And I was like, Erica, why don't you really try to get on more of a plant-based way of living and see what that does before you do anything extreme. So I'm where y'all were when you mentally when you decided.
I think you have to like just kind of like transition slowly. You have to do what feels comfortable for you. I think there's no right or wrong way to transition. You have to do what you're comfortable with. Because I mean, there's vegans that still eat dairy in the beginning until they're comfortable with not eating dairy. So I think you just have to get to that place where you're comfortable. And it's a habit thing. It's a force of habit. You've been grown up to believe in eating chicken wings. So it's like not to eat chicken wings. What is that? You know what I mean? So you just got to get there.
Right. Tesla, you there? I don't know why. It might be her internet connection. And the weather, she's in Chicago.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We
can hear you, but you're frozen. Okay.
But it's like you're frozen.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, but you're just frozen.
Okay, let me try something else.
I wonder. You know what? Are you near your modem? Okay, she'll be back. So as Sergi was saying that you take the small steps. Like it's not an overnight thing. Tamika, what were some of the things you did when you first got started on this?
Okay, so this is my thing. I'll tell people that they need to take that time and they need to transition, but I'm the all or nothing type of girl. So once I fell off the wagon in 2017, when I was consistent for some months, it was pizza. I'm telling you, that's my food drug of choice. It's some dairy, it's a pizza. But once I did that, then I just like lost all, I was eating this and I was eating that, but I was still, that's what you call a flexitarian. So I was a flexitarian. I would still eat at vegan restaurants. I would still buy dairy-free cheese. But maybe if my family ordered pizza, I might have some. But guess what, y'all? After 2 months of eating plant-based, I did not have any asthmatic symptoms at all. I dropped 13 pounds like that. But then as soon as I started with the flexitarian, my asthma came back, my breathing problems came back, 20 something pounds came back. So all the weight I lost plus some came back. And I was like, damn, I guess I can't half-ass this. So that's really what made me go full in fledged. Like I was like, I can't. You know how some people need that little bit of time, just like Sergi was saying, take your time. And that's how I feel about you too, Erica. Is like, I don't want you to feel like just because you do have those chicken wings that, oh, I've messed up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's all over now. Like, it's not that. It's just like, don't have that guilt. Like most people say, and Sergi, tell me if you agree. And I hope Teflon's here with us now. Give yourself 6 months.
You're there, girl. You are stable in everything. Yes.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
Oh my God.
Tessie Pooh, what's going on? What you drinking, Teslin?
Say that again, sweetheart.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking some champagne. And I also have my glass of water, SupaNova.
Yes.
Yo, yes.
In real life.
Oh my God. So you did the flex thing. Yeah. And that's like I've done that before too, where it's not even me trying to go vegan for 3 months, I'll flex and I'll eat a little bit of this. I'll be vegetarian, still maybe go out to a vegan restaurant, and then when my nieces and nephews want some pizza.
Yeah, you like, I want some too, sure.
Teslin, I'm asking them about their journey to being a vegan. When did you transition and why?
Yeah, so I've been actually meat free for over a decade. And basically, I transitioned to becoming a vegan full on about 5 years ago. Prior to that, I was pre-diabetic and I had hypertension. And after I went completely vegan, it was resolved. So I kind of started off like you all as well, kind of like vegetarian. And then I ended up going completely vegan.
Wow. So let me ask you all. I feel like sometimes people that are transitioning, sometimes they start overly compensating for the lack of meat, and they still are eating vegan food, but they're frying everything, or they're they're
eating carb overload.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of vegan people's problem. Yeah. They eat a lot of carbs, and sometimes they don't even realize they're eating a lot of carbs because there's a lot of vegetables that have a lot of carbs in them too. So people definitely overdo it with the carbs because they feel like they have to replace the meat with something. So it's like, oh, now they're eating more rice, so they're eating more pasta. So it's just like, you have to be very mindful of that because you can really overdo it, I think.
Yeah, that's my thing. Because I'm like, okay, Erica, if you're going plant-based, girl, go get some damn plants. You sitting here buying frozen burger meat made out of random synthetic things. It's not meat, but it's still not good for you. So what are some of the suggestions you all have about what can you eat in the very beginning stages that will still satisfy you and make you feel like you're eating what you're used to, but it's much healthier for you? What do you suggest, Teslin?
Well, I would suggest, if a person wants to get that meat texture, honestly, I would say possibly start off with those mock meats at first, but then definitely start incorporating those plants also, because some people just really, really want that meat texture. So maybe instead of having like a hamburger, maybe you can get a black bean burger. That's a little better. So I would say just try to incorporate as much plants as you can. You don't have to go in it like right away. You can like take your time in transitioning to it. You don't have to go cold turkey, basically. Because that's basically what I did. I didn't go into it cold turkey. I gradually went into it fully vegan.
What about you, Tamika? Is there a snack you loved or something that was like just yummy? Because like, listen, I've been eating these chickpea puffs that I buy from Whole Foods in this bag. They got like a sriracha flavor, they got a white cheddar flavor. It's vegan. And I got to the point where I even got my baby niece eating them. Like, me and her go crazy for this thing. And I was like, wow, this, I don't miss the Flamin' Hots. I actually prefer these. But is there something that you can suggest?
Definitely. I just found out, and Tesla knew about this, and she told me, however, I told her, you didn't give me the proper introduction to this stuff. Tesla, it's called that Biscoff cookie butter.
Oh, wait, that's vegan?
Baby, yes. It is. I turned it around. I seen it at the Jewels, and I was like, hold on, something. So that the vegan guys like sucked me over to it over there, and I was like, I just grabbed it on the shelf. I was like, something in my spirit is telling me this is vegan, and I turned it around, and it sure was. As soon as I got it home, I probably ate maybe 1/3 of the jar, maybe. That shit was so fire. I was like, oh my damn. So I had to make videos about it to tell the people. I had to.
Are you serious?
Girl, it was tantalizing. So yes, that
you almost said it was orgasmic. You were about to say it was orgasmic.
I was, but I was
say that, and then you changed it. And But that's the last thing I need is something in a nice jar that'll give me a damn orgasm.
And see, that's the thing. Is I was not trying to tell all my friends. I was like, oh, why you trying to get me hooked on something else? I'm already trying to shake all these other things.
Exactly.
But I had to spread the good news.
Well, I love those Biscoff cookies though. That's why what's the airline?
So good.
Delta, somebody gives them, and I'm like, I'd rather fly with them just to get a Biscoff cookie. But I know Walgreens sells those cookies too. So, but the butter, I've seen it online, but didn't get it. I've seen it, but now you're saying it's vegan. I mean, it's only right.
Girl, I was like, how is this? But I read all the directions, and once Tesla confirmed and a whole bunch of other vegans confirmed, I was like, oh, it's going down.
Okay, so y'all heard it. I'm getting some of that. What about you, Certainly? Anything you can give us that's like tantalizing and yummy?
I mean, me personally, I like to cook, so I don't really buy like vegan snacks because I find like a lot of that stuff is pretty processed. So I make mushroom crab cakes with oyster mushrooms. I make roasted chickpeas, season it. I mean, I'm Caribbean, I'm Haitian, so I love to season food. So me personally, yeah, absolutely. So me personally, I don't buy vegan snacks because I felt like in the beginning I used to buy them, but the longer you in it, the more you learn. So I personally don't have any vegan snacks that I buy because I used to eat those veggie chips. I used to love those, but it's just like the sugar, the sodium. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna just need to do something different. You know what I mean? So I think as a vegan, you need to learn how to cook. That's the main thing. Learn how to cook, be creative, because your creativity comes out when you have to learn how to satisfy yourself.
So right, and that's true. I think that's in some ways what has deterred some people, that they're like, okay, well now I gotta start cooking because I can go to the drive-through and get something or get something processed real fast. But now that you're saying, because to me, vegan, the idea behind it is also that it's gonna be healthy. And we know there's some vegans that probably aren't as healthy as they could be. But
absolutely not.
It's like, oh, well, if I'm gonna do this, that means I'm gonna have to learn how to cook. I'm gonna have to go to the store at least twice a week or so to get my fresh veggies. And sometimes people are just lazy. I know I'm lazy and don't want to do that. But I find that the more I cook for myself and make wholesome food, I feel better. It's better for you. I just got to do it.
Absolutely.
It's just better for you. So what do you think? Let me say this. I've noticed when I look at stuff that Black vegans do, like they just have a swagger and a way of making food good. Then I got my white vegan friends, and when I eat their vegan food, it's a little different, right? Karen put raisins even in her vegan potato salad. But the Black vegans, they're just amazing with it. When I go to Black-owned vegan restaurants, I'm like, wow. What are some of the differences you think? And then even especially you certainly being Caribbean, what do you think that Black people bring to the vegan lifestyle, especially with the cuisine, that other folks are just not doing?
It's not bland, first of all. It's like, I don't know. Me personally, I can't eat white people vegan food. It just, I'm just too Caribbean for that. I'm sorry. I just feel like we just have swag. Like we have swag when it comes to everything. And I think also most Black vegan are not a vegan for activism reasons. Most of us are vegans for dietary reasons. So I feel like it's just different. And I just think like with them, when they put salt and pepper in food and they're like, oh, it's seasoned, then it's like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna need a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? So
Surgery, what kind of what you put on? See, surgery. What kind
I made my seasoning from scratch. I blended everything and I blended, true Haitian over here.
Oh my God.
We call it épices. I make my épices, and I put that on everything. So yeah.
But now, seriously, how are your like cousins and other family members? Do they love your vegan food too, or are they more so like, nah?
I mean, my husband loves my vegan food. My cousins do, but everybody in my house still eats meat. Like we're a Haitian family. They still eat their meat. I make my food separate And that was the thing that I had to learn about it. Because at first I used to eat what they ate. Like I would eat the rice and I wouldn't eat the meat or whatever the case was. But then I had to learn that I can't eat what they're eating, because there's still certain things he's putting in the food that I shouldn't be eating. So that's why I had to start cooking for myself. But he loves the vegan crab cakes. He loves certain things. Like when we go to a lot of vegan restaurants together, because I'm not going to go to a regular restaurant. I feel like that's a waste of my time, because then I have to decipher the menu. It's like, it's too much work. So at this point, I just go to straight vegan restaurants. And he loves it. Like there's certain vegan restaurants. Like we went to Avant Garden in New York. He loves that restaurant. It's like, I can't wait to go back there. Like they have these sandwiches on this brioche bread. It's like amazing, you know? So yeah.
Well, and plus, girl, you're drinking all that water over there surgically, so you're luxuriating in your sexiness. Your husband better. I know he loves your vegan food. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta make him stay home.
I know that's right.
Tamika, you're married with kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So does your family, are they going on the journey with you, or are you cooking separate for the hubby and the babies?
So I have a special announcement to make, just specially on this show. I went to the grocery store the other day. I told my friends. So my husband texts me. He says, "Baby, don't buy any more pork or beef. Just buy chicken and seafood for me." I damn near fell out my chair.
Are you serious?
This man is like, "I'll eat all the animals. Give me all the animals whenever we go to restaurants." He's like, "My wife vegan, but I want all the animals." So I was just like, oh my damn. So, slowly but sure, I don't necessarily believe that he would go completely vegan. And I'm like talking low because I don't want him coming out and being like, what are you talking about?
Right.
But I was just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, we're working on that. My kids, they're pretty much like, I have 2 daughters. They're both grown. I'm their stepmom, 24, about to be 20. And AJ is about to be 14 next week. So AJ made his own dinner. He burgers and fries, that type of thing. Like, so he's doing his own thing. You know how the boys do, cereal, burgers.
Yes.
But I still cook for my husband and for my kids and family and all that stuff. But when it's just like something like breakfast, it's easier for me to sneak in my plant-based stuff for them, because it'll be just like a whole bunch of vegetables and potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Like easier thing. So.
Ooh, that sounds good though.
I love just adding a gang of veggies to something like simple. Like to me, it's very easy to veganize Mexican food. To me, I think that it always tastes really, really good. And it's just like a very easy, quick go-to meal too, like vegan nachos really quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's some vegan nachos. We'll talk about restaurants later. Now, Tessie Pooh, I know, you and me out of the single girls in the room. I want to know how you being a vegan affects your dating life. Are you open to dating meat eaters? Are you kind of like, only organic vegan penis for me? Which one is it?
Not organic penis.
Specifically told me, Erica, don't ask me no crazy questions when we get on air. So I'm putting her on the spot. So can I just want to know, can you date a guy that is not vegan? Or do you find yourself being more attracted to men that are vegan already?
I can date a guy that is not vegan. However, I would prefer a guy that is vegan. Definitely I could date a guy, but I don't know, like, if I could date a guy that was like hardcore meat eater, like they had to have meat for every single meal. I would like someone that is flexible with it. Like, okay, maybe today I'll eat vegan with you. Someone that is open to the idea. If he's not even open to the idea of having vegan food sometimes, then
you don't open your legs.
Right, exactly. Working with the legs closed, okay?
I agree with that. I feel like it's just complicated. As a person that's doing it, it's very complicated, and I feel like if this didn't work out, I wouldn't do that. I would. I
Mhm.
couldn't.
Said if this
It's just
didn't
too
work
much
out,
work.
It's gonna work out.
No, because I couldn't do it.
It's
Because
gonna work
it's just
out.
like no, because it's too much work. Trust. Like I
for
live in a
real.
house with 2 kids and a man that don't eat vegan at all. So
Yeah.
it's just like it's hard. So
Yeah.
I feel like I wouldn't do that going forward if that was the situation because it's just too
Mhm.
much work. Yeah. I need somebody
So
to have the same lifestyle.
Mhm.
yeah. When it comes to y'all friendships, though, do you find that as you were making your transition, were your friends open and accepting of it and willing to go somewhere that could be a place where you can eat, or did you have to find a whole new set of cute, sexy vegan friends so y'all could go out and kick it and do your thing and not worry about these meat eating folks? Like, because for me, since I am vegan friendly, I will go to a vegan restaurant just because it's what I love. It's not for a special reason. So if I'm with Tesla and she wants vegan, she don't even have to say it twice. It's like we know where we're going. But I find that I can see some people maybe just kind of being like wanting you to alter what you do to fit in their world, but they may not be so willing to do it for you. How do you all handle that, or was that even a thing?
Well, Tesson's my vegan friend, so she was the first vegan of our group, and now we're all vegan. So,
oh, look at that! That's Tesla. You got power, girl. Look at you. You putting on that vegan, girl. Look at that.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turning out people making them vegan. So
I need to bring. You didn't come over to New York because my friends ain't vegan. Them girls want to eat their meat, girl.
Sorry,
She said them girls want to eat their meat, girl.
Are you serious? Surgery is so much.
Girl, you better make them some fried.
I mean, I know a few vegan models or whatever, but it's like we may not necessarily live in the same neighborhoods or whatever the case is. So it's like I have very few vegan friends, but most of my friends eat meat, you know what I mean? Or maybe they're pescatarian or vegetarian, but I don't really have vegan friends. And I mean, like, what I had to do was like join some meetup groups that were like vegan meetup groups and things like that to be able to hang out with people that are vegan. Because otherwise, when I go out with them, I either have to eat before I go out with them or try to like just eat a salad or something like that because they are not trying to eat vegan food. Like you have people that are open-minded that want to like try it, but for the most part, no.
That's so because in New York, it's so much good ass vegan food in New York, and then and in New York it's so diverse. Like I lived in Brooklyn. On one corner there are Jamaicans. Over there's some Haitian folks. Over there's some people from Yugoslavia. It's such a mix that fruits and vegetables in New York are plentiful. Like we don't have that in Chicago. In the hood in New York, in the hood, across the street from projects, there will be a fruit and veggie stand.
Yep, you can absolutely.
Fresh juice.
Yeah.
There's
that's a benefit. Yeah. It's a benefit of living in New York. There's no like it's not really a food desert like it is in certain neighborhoods.
Right.
But here it's like just personally my experience, I haven't really found that many people that want to eat vegan. I just feel like in the Black community, they just when you say that you're vegan, they look at you like that's such a white people thing. You're looking at them like that's such a healthy thing. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just hard. I mean, personally, that's been my experience. But you guys, y'all lucky y'all got each other. Look at that. Y'all lucky y'all got each other.
Right, yeah. What were you saying, Tamika?
I was just saying, I feel like she hasn't met the right people yet because, like all of us were none of us were vegan except for Tesla and Mike. And she was vegetarian at first. And just, we're trying out new restaurants. And it baffles me that somebody could, say that they're your friend and wouldn't even be open to trying something with you. So I don't know. I just feel like
I think it's each their own. Everybody has their own time to get to certain places, and I just think like for some people it's just like, oh, I'm just not ready to like give up not having a piece of meat because most of them is really fish. I find that a lot of people it's hard for them to give up seafood, as opposed to like a lot of my friends don't necessarily eat chicken and red meat, but when it comes to like the seafood and stuff like that, they're like they have to have their fish, they have to have their chicken and things like that. But yeah, I think that's been my experience.
There's a question here. Someone wants to know, have you all talked at all about raw versus cooked? And I personally really enjoy raw food. And I've been to several raw vegan restaurants, and I love them all. Can you all talk a little bit at all about the difference between raw vegan food and regular vegan food? Do you all eat raw at all? Do you eat the raw food?
Yeah, I eat raw. I eat raw actually 50% of the time because your body actually needs that. It needs. I mean, I think a lot of the times we kind of have to do our research about being a vegan. A lot of times people just go into it, but you need certain things because we're not getting certain vitamins because we don't eat a lot of protein. Like for me, I have a protein deficiency, so I'm always trying to figure out how to eat more protein or whatever because I'm not eating enough protein based on the diet that I have now. So I eat half of the time raw.
Okay.
I definitely don't eat raw half the time, but I don't eat raw, and I juice. I'm a big juicer. And I love to eat fresh fruits and fresh veggies and different wraps and things like that with raw veggies. I know Teslin did like a raw cleanse before. I'm not sure if she's on right now. Like I see her face.
Are you there?
She's there, I think.
I actually was raw for. Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we hear you.
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I was I did raw vegan for about a month one time, but right now I am incorporating raw foods into my diet. I do like a smoothie and salad. So basically I'm eating raw for like both my breakfast and my lunch. And then I have like something cooked for her. So I'm usually like raw for just breakfast and lunch.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely have been to raw restaurants and enjoy it. There's one here in Chicago at the French Market that a friend of mine was visiting me, and she went there to get some and brought it back because she's vegan. And there was like a pasta with like a marinara sauce. Oh my God, it was so good. I was like, I could eat this every day, but preparing it surgically. You have a defibrillator. What is it? I'm about to call it defibrillator. A dehydrator.
Oh, a dehydrator.
No, I don't have a dehydrator. I mean, I have a lot of like cooking utensils in the house. Like my counter has so many machines, but I don't have a dehydrator. I feel like I wanted to get one of those, but it's just like it's another thing to buy, another thing to add. But no, I don't have one of those. No.
Okay. There's another question here from Sadia. She said, how do you learn how to cook and balance out your protein and vitamins? And let me say, I know a lot of vegans sometimes will get irritated when people ask them, well, what about your protein? Where's your protein? Have you had any of your protein? And a friend of mine that is a lifelong vegan was like, most people don't walk around with protein deficiencies, even if they're in third world countries and are not eating the best food. Like to have a protein deficiency where it would be an emergency, that's typically a health problem that some people have, but you can be vegan and eat lots of protein. So, but how did you all balance that out? You all cook with aminos, I'm assuming, with your food, or tell me about that.
You have to have a lot of fats, a lot of like coconut oil, eating a like avocado, protein shakes, just like trying to find things that have high protein content. Lentils are very good to eat. Like I try to have lentils every day because lentils have a lot of protein in them. I mean, and then there's vegetables that have protein. It's not as high as like eating like lentils or something like that, but there's a lot of vegetables that have protein in them. So you're getting protein from different sources. I think a lot of times people assume the only source of protein has to be meat, but that's not necessarily true.
Because I know, I've seen the documentaries and the things that are really popular. And one thing that experts that are pro being vegan say is that get your protein from the same place the damn animals get their protein from, which is the plant. They're like, cows ain't going out like, man, I got to go eat me some cow today because I got to get my protein. You know, so it's like chickens aren't eating other chickens to get their protein. So are those things? I guess my question is for people, what misconceptions do you think they have about veganism that may even just bother you or rub you the wrong way? I hate. I'm not a vegan, but I hate when the first thing somebody says to combat y'all is to say, "Well, I mean, but what about your protein?" And they say it with such venom and anger. And it's like, motherfucker, what you so mad about that I ain't getting no protein? Like, why are you mad? God damn.
You know what though? The thing that bothers me the most, y'all, is when people like if they find out that you're plant-based or that you're vegan and you don't eat meat, it's automatically like for some people, it's like they take it so personally and it's automatically bad. It's like, gee, this ain't got nothing to do with you, ma'am, sir, bruh, anybody. So just by somebody, you know, saying that they may not, you know, eat, especially if you're in like a big group setting or a family setting, like, oh, you're not eating, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Oh, what's wrong with you?
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but the reason is, you know, I have to, you know, I'm about to run to Whole Foods real quick or something like that. So yeah, that's the only really thing that irks me. Surprisingly, I don't get a whole bunch of that dumbass where you get your protein from mess. Surprisingly.
Well, and the thing is, some people genuinely like. Even that was my friend Sadia that asked the questions. It's okay to give a genuine, hey, so as you're transitioning to vegan, how do you balance things and get protein? It's the people that come with like, oh, I'm a vegan. Oh, well, but what about your protein? It's like, what are you so upset about?
You know what? And also I wanted to say something about the last question about the protein is I legit had to research, you know, I had to research which plants, which vegetables, which ones have the most protein, and then just, you know, make sure that I included them. And like Sergi was saying earlier, she tries to eat like lentils or legumes every day. I do the same thing. I legit eat black beans every day. I eat some sort of bean or legume every day. And it's so funny to me is because when I was a little kid, I hated beans. So I think that people should also know that when they are like considering this lifestyle, just because you did not used to like something doesn't mean that you won't like it now. You know what I mean? Our taste buds truly do change, especially when the right seasoning and the right preparation comes into the mix. It's a whole different ball game. I'd have told, look, if somebody would have said, Tamika, you're going to be plant-based and you're going to eat mushrooms every day and beans every day, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Right.
Whatever.
That wasn't a part of what you did. Wow.
I think for me, the annoying thing
in my refrigerator right now. About 7 beans, baby. 7, 8 beans.
I love beans and I love mushrooms. Right now we got a comment from Gabrielle who owns B Gab's Goodies. I don't know if you've ever come there to yes, B Gab's is one of my favorite restaurants in Chicago. It is a vegan restaurant. If y'all are in the Chi, you got to go over to Hyde Park and go
She's the bomb.
Go see Gabrielle and go get you some B Gab's Goodies. She got peach cobbler for y'all. Whatever you want, she got it.
And she's a soursop plug. She's a soursop plug.
What soursop? Yes, I see one of them going crazy for that. But she said, additionally, it's not just about how much protein you get, but rather whether it can assimilate in your body. So that's awesome. Gab, I'm glad you're watching. I plan on having you come on one of my shows. So, B Gab's Goodies is the bomb.
It's the bomb.
Okay, is back. I think Tesla computer been eating some meat. It's not acting right.
This is horrible.
I think Tesla and
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, please.
I'll be right back.
Girl, it's been so much rain. I think it's the
weather.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla, what are some things that people ask you as a vegan that really irritate you and get on your nerves, Tesla?
Say it again, sweetheart.
I said, what are some things that people ask you about as a vegan that get on your last nerve?
Well, yeah, it's definitely the protein issue. Absolutely. And then they also say, so you don't miss meat? No, I don't. I'm good. I'm good. I feel like when people know that you're vegan, like they take it so serious. Like, you know, it's like it's their business that you're vegan. And it's such a touchy topic, especially like during like Christmas or the holidays and stuff. Like people, and they kind of get offended sometimes, like when you say you're vegan. But it's just so funny how people like basically ask you about, like, you don't miss cheese, you don't miss chicken. No, I don't miss it. I'm good. I'm good. Just because you think you miss chicken or cheese doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to miss it. So yeah, I mean, but I've gotten so used to it now, Erica. I mean, I've been doing this for so long. I'm just so used to it. But yeah, the protein is definitely number one. And I know that you guys were mentioning something about the documentary. And the doctor on there was saying how, you know, he's never seen anyone have a protein deficiency at all. Like that's not really a thing.
Wow.
And I feel like people they're not concerned about your protein until you tell them that you're vegan. And like you guys said earlier, you know, the animals eat the plants, which is coming from plants, which is protein. It's protein. Our plants are protein. People don't get that. Plants are protein as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like people call up their friend and be like, "Hey, girl, how you doing? You know, I was wondering how your protein is today. Is your protein, how your protein levels, girl? Because I've been really concerned. What about the kids? Are your kids' protein good? Like nobody ever asks anybody about their goddamn protein. And once again, I'm not a vegan. I'm very vegan friendly, but that irritates me. Now let me tell you what irritates me about vegans.
Ooh.
Oh, can I tell you what irritates me that people say about being vegan?
Sorry, surgery, please.
Yes.
I mean, my main thing that I always hear is you vegan, but you a big girl. I went to Jamaica, and you know, I was like, Jamaican people eat a lot of like vegan and vegetarian food because they're Rastafarians, a lot of them. So I was just like, I just want some like, you know, straight idol food, and they was like, really? And I was like, yeah, I'm a vegan. They was looking at me like, vegan? I never seen a big vegan before, and I was like, what? What is that supposed to mean? And like, there are a lot of people that are vegan and they're curvy. Like, just because I'm big, that doesn't mean that I can't be vegan. So that's always the thing that I get the most. I don't really get like the protein thing. I always get that people don't believe that I'm vegan because of my size. So when I start eating in front of them, then they're like, oh, okay, you really are vegan. And I'm like, yeah, why would I say it if I wasn't? Like,
right.
Well, you know
Well, Certainly and Tesla, y'all are both plus size models. And they're real plus size models, not the people that be like, I'm a model. And then it's like they ain't modeling nothing. No disrespect. There's a lot of people that saying, oh, what do you do? Okay, you know, I'm a model. It's like, okay, on Instagram.
Yeah, we ain't Instagram model.
Instagram model, yes. But Tesla and Surgery are repped by top level agencies. They work for major brands. They do a lot. And I'm wondering though, is for even you, Tesla, because Tesla, baby, you got them you got that big old booty, girl. You got the hips, honey. Tesla is juicy, baby. When you walk down the street with Tesla, be prepared for all the men to be like, it's like, what? With that being said, Tesla, do people, are they surprised when you say you're a vegan?
Absolutely, because I'm a thick girl. Like you were saying earlier, you know, people assume that we're supposed to be stick straight, and we're not. We're curvy. And well, some of us are curvy, but yeah, absolutely, they're kind of because they're like, wow, but you real thick, so you real thick. And so I like to say, a lot of people used to say, like, you eat a lot of cornbread. I'm like, a lot of cornbread and what they say, beans. So yeah, beans, kale. I'm eating good as a vegan.
Yes. Yeah. Listen, I think, when I was growing up, I had a close friend. She might even be watching. Sine grew up vegan. She was one of the few Black vegans I knew in the 80s. We were in elementary school and high school in the 90s. And their food always looked so good. But then I would hear people say things about vegan food. And I'm like, not over at Sine house. They throwing down. But this is what I want to say about this. Is what I don't vegans. I love vegans. Let me get ready for all the hate mail. The vegans that are so hardcore about the damn animals that they will attack you. And like, I have a guy right now. He may or may not be watching it. He's a friend of mine that is vegan. And I believe he stopped talking to me because we got into it about the animal thing. And he's also a white guy. And I said, you are coming with a certain level of privilege with what you're saying. I was like, it's Black men getting shot down in the streets like dogs. I don't see you championing and getting behind any causes to help for the humane treatment of a human. So don't get all fluffy and shit with me because I got a chicken sandwich on my plate. And I would just say sometimes they're so passionate that they may be turning people off. So I know Nova mentioned it earlier, even surgically, that a lot of people that are others, not Black, they're coming to veganism typically out of
compassion for the animals.
Right.
Yeah,
But most of us are coming due to health. I mean, I'm talking to Black vegans. I don't so much hear them say, it's about the animals. They be like, girl, my mama had high blood pressure and I don't want to die. So
legit.
Why there's so many? How do y'all deal with that? When you come across a vegan that's so passionate and somebody put that they're a veggie gang. Yeah, there's some vegans that are so gangsta. I'm like, I'm gonna get my ass whooped.
I'd be like, don't come for me. I just tell them, don't come for me.
Yeah, I agree. I think personally, I try not to be too much in the vegan community because I feel like I'm not necessarily a vegan for ethical reasons. So I don't hate animals or whatever, but I'm not doing it for that main purpose. So I find myself not really in that community because I don't really think that they understand people like me. So I'm not really in that vegan community like that. So I just try to just do me, you know what I'm saying? And let them do them.
What about you, Tamika? You say you just tell them.
Yeah, for me, it's a little bit of both. So I started for health reasons. And now I find myself in awe of all these animals. Now I've got a gang of plants. I've got a bird feeder because I want to see the birds. I'm thinking about getting a pet piggy. My husband don't know that yet, but we gonna get us a pet piggy in real life.
Know tonight.
He gonna learn today, okay? But no, in real life, I was just like, oh my God. So I don't know, once the health aspect, that's my why. I always tell people you have to remember your why, otherwise you will fall off the wagon. And like I said, when I fell off, that shit hurt because it hurt. So, but then it's just when you eat whole foods plant-based diet, it's so many different things get heightened, and you were talking about vibrations and things like that. So to me, that all has to do with that. And I totally agree with you though, Erica, about that portion. To me, it's I find it's kind of like a battle between being Black and being vegan sometimes, only because when someone who doesn't see and understand the reasons, but then other people will say, well, then you're not really vegan, you have a plant-based diet. You get what I'm saying? So the wording vegan versus whole foods plant-based diet, that's a goddamn that's an argument in the community as a whole, that right there.
Yeah.
So it's hard to even talk about it because I mean, they're like, you really not vegan, and if you not in it for, the environmental. But look, I stopped using straws. I don't ask for plastic bags. I try to do my part. I have reusable. Amen. Hallelujah. I got my stainless steel straws too. So it's just like, you try to cut and you try to be aware and everything, but there's still so much that we don't know. And the honest to God truth is, you just got to do the best that you can do. So your heart, you know what I'm saying? I want the animals to live, but I don't want Black people to, like you just said, get shot and killed in the streets and treated like less than an animal. And then my Caucasian people just stepping over that and then talk about, but what about, Free Willy? Okay,
Right.
let's talk about, William down the street first. How about that?
Right.
Yeah.
And I would be more likely to, even listen to you if you're not coming at me right when I'm in the middle of eating my BLT with that good old bacon on it and everything. I mean, I got lettuce on it and tomato. I'm doing my part, but there's bacon strips on it. Don't come hollering at me in the middle of me eating my bacon. We're gonna have
Erica, you need to follow Cutest Pigs on the Instagrams, because I promise you, I told Tesla and all my friends, like, look, geez, this is helping me.
But if you buy a pet pig, then I just won't come over your house because I don't want to.
Okay.
Oh, Piggy, you would be so good right now.
They are like dogs. I'm trying to tell you, they are dogs.
When I was little, I used to be on my grandfather's farm, and I loved pigs. I used to always want a pet baby pig.
They're so smart.
They are, and they are cute, and bacon is good. Got it.
It is, but like when I smell it being cooked in my house, I'm like, hell to the no, to the no. But it do smell good, but I'm like, no.
Yes. What about you, Tesla? You want to say something about pet peeves with other vegans? Tesla?
Is she frozen again?
She frozen again.
No,
okay.
No, she's not frozen.
Okay. Tesla, how do you be looking frozen, but you don't be She's like,
oh no.
No, you're not frozen. Go ahead.
So am I frozen?
No,
you're not frozen.
Talk about the animals. Hello? Catherine.
Erica, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh,
so
this is so bad, guys. But I'm in agreement with what Tamika exactly. I love animals because I'm vegan. I have learned about the mistreatment of our animals, and I am more empathetic toward animals, but I think it begins to become a problem when we start putting our animals before humans like ourselves, Black people, who are mistreated all the time, because there are so many and I just hate to say this, our white counterparts who are vegan, they are all about the animals, and they don't say anything about when someone, got shot up by 2 police officers in our community. But as soon as something happened as far as a mistreatment with an animal, it's a problem. So that's when I have an issue with that. I am like Tamika. I do love those. I don't know if you saw my cat walking around here.
Yes,
I do love animals, and I definitely I'm more empathetic toward our animals and the treatments. I've watched so many documentaries. But like I said, it becomes a problem when you're putting animals before us, basically.
Yeah,
and I've
absolutely.
seen that a lot with so many vegans who are just all about the animals and not about the human race.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I mean, I definitely know it's tricky. And then when it gets into titles, whether you're this or if you're plant-based versus vegan, whether you eat honey or not, whether you still are wearing leather or animal-based clothing. So I know it could be some issues. So we won't talk about all of that tonight. But before we go, I do want to ask each of you all, what makes being a vegan sexy?
Yeah.
What makes being a vegan sexy for you?
I think I just feel amazing. So when I feel amazing, it's going down up in that bedroom, baby. That's what I got to say.
Yes. So I'm sure. So your husband gets all the benefits.
Oh yeah.
Of you, he ain't gotta be.
Baby, I can breathe now. Look, we ain't got no problems. Look.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
What about you, Surgery? What makes being a vegan sexy?
I mean, the skin. How do you get into this skin?
Girl, that's banging, baby.
I mean, before I was a vegan, it was okay, but since I've been a vegan, like my skin is lit. That's all I can say. And you know, I don't know.
And Surgery, your hair too. Your hair, Surgery. Both of you all, like all of y'all have a glow. You know, my glow is coming from my ring light right now. The lighting. But I definitely love the way I look. I'm telling y'all, when I was eating plant-based, man, I gotta get back there. Like all the dark circles were gone. My hair was strong and growing.
Mm-hmm.
My skin, I was just like radiating. I was pulling so many men just from eating vegetables. And then I stopped. I got sidetracked. Them chicken wings was calling me the chicken wings. And
girl, you get you some king oyster mushrooms.
And fry it. That's what I need to do, right? And fry them, batter, put them up and fry it. Yes, you're right. Because I had some king oyster tacos, baby.
That sounds bad.
And Majani.
Majani got the oyster mushrooms, fried oyster mushroom sandwich. It's fine. I'm probably gonna go there on tomorrow.
Who got it?
Majani, girl.
Majani, yeah. Majani, they ain't no punk. They Speaking of which, okay, but Tesla, what's sexy about being a vegan, Tessie?
Say it one more time. I didn't hear you.
Oh, what's sexy about being a vegan? What makes being a vegan sexy? Sexy, vegan.
Oh, what's sexy? Besides myself, besides myself, I feel like it's sexy when you care what goes inside your body, because our bodies are temples. And I think there's nothing sexier than eating right, trying to make sure that your body is in tip-top shape because you are in control of what you put in your body. I think that's real sexy. I just think that's sexy.
Yes, absolutely. And also before we go though, what are some of your favorite restaurants? So people are watching from all over. Surgery in New York, one of my favorite restaurants, my vegan, well, actually it's vegetarian, but they definitely have vegan options. It's called Coco Lin, and it's in Queens. And it's a Asian restaurant. And then the family owned another one in Brooklyn that was actually my favorite, but I just can't think of the name of it. But they had a Kung Pao chicken that was vegan, a General Show chicken that my friend Lynx always gets, and it's great. What in New York is like your favorite vegan spot? I know you cook at home a lot, but if you go out, where do you go?
I like Modern Love. That one is really good. They have really great pastries if you like have a sweet tooth. And it's kind of like they have like, it's very intimate. So I go to a lot of like romantic kind of vegan restaurant because it's usually like when I'm going out with my husband. I like Screamers. They have great pizza. It's a vegan pizzeria. Also Avant Garden is one. There's this Ethiopian restaurant called Bamba. That food is amazing if you like food with that seasoned. Let's see. There are so many of them.
I know.
There's a lot of vegan restaurants in New York, honestly. And they're really good. Like almost most of them are really good. I haven't really had a bad experience at a vegan restaurant yet in New York. So, but I love Chicago's vegan restaurants. Like that one vegan restaurant that I went to with you guys, I was like, I can't wait to go back to Chicago to go to that place.
Where y'all take her?
Where y'all take her?
You was there, Erica. It was I think it was called Chicago Diner.
Chicago Diner. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Surgery. We did go
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, I had that little meatloaf.
That meatloaf. Yeah, and you know what else? There's shakes. Vegan Diner. I mean, Chicago Diner. Those shakes are good.
Those shakes are so good.
Yeah, but I know they're soy based. A lot of their food is soy based, so I know that there's some vegans that don't particularly want to eat soy. We can talk about that in another conversation too. It's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like so much. But Tamika, what's your favorite restaurant to go to?
It's too hard to pick one.
Well, tell me about all of them.
Okay, I love B Gabs. I love Majani. I love Soul Vegetarian. I'm a South Side girl, so I love to support my South Side businesses. I actually have a blog post on Chi-Town Vegan that's dedicated to South Side vegan restaurants that I love. Can't Believe It's Not Meat is really good. And True Food Kitchen isn't all vegan, but they have this vegan pizza, baby. It's the bomb.
Where are they?
It's like an almond ricotta butternut squash pizza. They downtown. They're in like a lot of major cities. My husband actually found out about this place and put me on because he was like trying to find somewhere that he could eat and I could eat. And it's a very cute place, really nice cocktails, True Food Kitchen too. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What about you, Teslin? What places do you love?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many here in Chicago. We're so lucky to live in Chicago. I would say definitely Handlebar. Handlebar has both vegetarian and vegan food, but they also have this black bean Maduro that is so good. So Handlebar, I would say Alice and Friends, which is this Asian restaurant. Definitely Urban Vegan. I love Urban Vegan. I can't forget my South Side people either. B Gabs is good. Majani is good. I also like, if I want like a fast food type of vegan restaurant, I probably would say Native good too. But there are so many good restaurants here in Chicago. Yeah. So many.
They are. I love the nachos at Native Foods. Are one of my favorites. And then also they had a one of the North Side locations had a cauliflower po' boy.
Ooh, Charlie.
Listen, and then the lavender lemonade at Native Foods is one of my favorite drinks. They also, I just love Native, but that is more of that's a chain restaurant. But I also think that's a good place for
transitioning
those of us that are just getting started. A Native Food at least has stuff that will mirror a hamburger, a fried chicken sandwich, things like that people get into.
And Cuban vegan is good in LA. I went to LA. Cuban vegan veggies. I think they just opened a veggies in New York. Veggie Grill, that's what it's called.
They're all over now.
Yeah,
we got one of them too.
The carrot cake is like everything. Like I love carrot cake. So I live for like carrot cake. Yes. And there's like a soul food vegan.
Ooh, I'm gonna try that next time.
In LA.
Cuban vegan. I'll try that.
Yeah, it's in LA. Mm-hmm. No, it's in LA, not New York.
In LA, okay. And then in Chicago, Majani. I love their they have a chickpea fritter. That is really good. And also their barbecue cauliflower because I'm into
so good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's the best I've ever had for cauliflower.
That is good.
That is really good. At B Gabs, I always get the like Philly steak sandwich, baby, honey. Gabrielle, I don't know if you're still watching, baby. Listen, that Philly cheesesteak is amazing.
Yeah.
And then also there's something else I always get at B Gabs.
Nachos? Do you get the nachos over there?
I haven't had no, I haven't had the nachos at B Gabs.
Was it a burrito? I know there's something else. I couldn't think of it either.
But it's everything there is good. Y'all know my brother is watching the show and he's a hater. Let me show y'all what he just put up. Every episode he says something ignorant. Have y'all had them from Aldi?
You know what? Your whole family is full of comedians, huh? The vegan chitterlings. That's something my husband would say. Sorry.
He's so ignorant. My brother, every episode he got to say something. So yeah, if you're trying to make the transition or you like me and just you have an appreciation for it and love it. Chicago got some good stuff, and I'm you got the soul veg. I actually met a young woman who makes vegan food. She was supposed to be on the show tonight. I don't know what happened to her, so I don't know where she is, but she made some vegan food for me and delivered it last weekend, and it was the bomb.
Oh, I saw.
Yeah, the thing up. So yeah. Well, I'm so enjoying being with you all today. I'm glad y'all came on the show. I think each and every one of you all is so gorgeous and so beautiful. But the way you look is just the beginning. It's really about the inside of you all, your personalities. You just illuminate light. And because of that, I was like, if I'm going to have a show about sexy vegans, first of all, I want to show love to my curvy girls. And then I wanted to show some people that have a very positive attitude that somebody can sit back and watch y'all and then say, man, I would want to be like them and be in the company of them. I ain't want to have no angry, mean vegans on my show.
Or so hungry vegans.
Yeah, like, man, if vegetables make you mad like that, then I don't want to eat no vegetables. So I want to toast to you all. So I'm gonna do it with my water, just to say cheers. And I'm glad you came to have this nightcap with me. What you got, Tess? Tess like about 30 minutes behind us. This happens all the time. Anytime I do a show with like 4 of us, 4 Black women, somebody's always doesn't communicate well. So Tess, hold your drink up, Tess. What? Yeah, you got water too, Tamika?
It's in the kitchen.
Oh no, okay, fine. Well, I want to toast to you all and say you're so inspirational with the way that you all are living your vegan lives. I hope to follow in your footsteps and vibrate that sexiness that y'all are giving out. And yeah, here's cheers to being vegan and being sexy. Beautiful.
Yeah. Clink, clink, clink. Certainly, that is a big
I gotta drink my gallon.
Look, I was ashamed about this one. I was like, let me not show this.
Yes,
no, I gotta drink my gallon.
You guys, I am so sorry I had this bad connection. Sorry I had this bad connection.
That's okay, Tesla.
Do you see what homegirl Homer says? Close your legs to meat. That is so.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I said you eat the meat. You don't close.
That is hilarious. Close your legs to meat.
You close-minded to the vegan.
Yeah. Open your legs to the vegans. Vegans open your leg. I don't know.
Meanwhile, my 13-year-old son deliberately decided to sit right in front of me. So he was here. I'm like, boy, you know I'm doing the live. I done told you.
Right. Oh my God. All right, but before we go, any last parting words you all want to say, especially anything to encourage people that may be wanting to try this but just don't know where to start? Anything you want to say? Tamika, I'll start with you.
I always say the 3 Ps: planning, preparation, and Pinterest. Stay motivated, stay consistent, remember your why. But I really get a lot of motivation from Pinterest and just, get comfortable getting in the kitchen and cooking your own food. I found out that I actually know how to cook. Who'd have freaking thunk it?
Yes. Wow. What about you, Surgily? Anything you want to say, Surgily?
I would like to say that, you can break any habit in 30 days. And if you really want to do this, you just have to want to do it. Sometimes we limit ourselves and think that we can't. But once you put in your mind that you can, there's nothing that you can't do. We just have to learn to push ourselves. So don't be afraid to push yourself if this is really what you want to do.
And Teslim, I know you'll answer an hour later once we're already off the air.
Not right.
But what did you say?
What'd you say? Teslin, any words of encouragement or advice that you want to give?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to her louder, like that's the problem.
Yes. I don't know if you guys heard me at the beginning. But I was pre-diabetic and I had hypertension. After I went completely vegan, all of that was resolved. So I am a living witness that veganism, plant-based, whatever you want to call it, it really is something that can help you. If you're looking at transitioning to becoming vegan, you can start out slow. You don't have to do it cold turkey. If you make a mistake, it's okay. It happens. And just know that you will feel better after going plant-based.
Well, I'm all for going plant-based. I'm starting. This plant-based is fruit sorbet that's infused with cannabis. And cannabis is a plant. So I got
this is plant-based, ma'am.
Plant-based. And it makes me feel good. So my show yesterday was all about Black women in the cannabis industry. And I was, gifted with a nice strawberry cannabis sorbet by a legal and licensed business. Just let me put that out there. I didn't go out on the corner and talk to some corner boys and get some. But yeah, after talking to y'all and then with Nova in the beginning, I'm drinking nothing but water. And I'm going to come out of this quarantine, y'all, so sexy and vegan.
Hydrated. Hydrated.
Toast to that.
So yes, I'm about to go. But now the thing is, y'all, I got a bunch of meat in my freezer right now because I went shopping. Can I eat all that meat first and then start?
How much meat you got, Erica? Damn.
Yeah. Maybe you should donate some meat.
Donate
people that still eat meat.
Don't cook out. Invite everybody over on the Memorial Day.
Yeah. Do a social distancing barbecue.
Yes, there you go. Do a plate pickup.
Okay, right.
They got to pick it up on the corner.
No.
Contact.
I got a bag of boneless, skinless chicken breast. I got some nice fresh ocean water caught salmon. I got some sea bass. Like I'm doing it in my freezer. I need like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you gotta do it what makes you comfortable. Don't do what makes us comfortable. Okay. Do what makes you comfortable. Do it in your own time. Everything in your time, not in nobody else's.
But I am already incorporating much more veggies into my diet. I'm gonna drink the water, and I'm gonna get some of Supa's greens too, and make sure I drink my greens. And so so all of y'all that are watching with me, if y'all want to join on my journey, y'all reach out to me. Let's do this together. For those y'all that want to keep on being heathens and eating meat, do you. But I'm about to be saved and sanctified in the vegan world. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to incorporate more plant-based food in my diet. And thank you.
You got this, Erica. We believe in you.
Thank you for the inspiration. It looks like being vegan gets you a husband. I mean, so
I had this husband already before the vegan, but
well, definitely being a vegan keeps him around. So me and Tessie gotta get on it. Tessie Pooh.
Y'all gotta start the vegan single girls club, okay?
Yes.
So y'all can get y'all man, okay?
Well, Tesla, everybody just launched a new blog called the Radish on the Runway.com. I got her info below. Tesla, you probably could do some single vegan dating events and do some stuff in the summer once we back out in the world.
Yeah, girl, that'd probably be a hit.
Yeah, I'll be there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So everybody watching, make sure you can follow Surgily at Ask Mocha on Instagram.
I'll be making some vegan food on my Instagram.
Oh yeah,
because I know how to cook. Okay,
you be putting the recipes.
I be putting my elbow in there.
Okay.
Oh. Yes. Well, we definitely need to follow Surgily on Instagram. And then also Tamika is at Plant-Based Tamika on Instagram. And her website is shytownvegan.com. And you can follow Teslin at Radish on the Runway on Instagram. And she has her new website, radishontheRunway.com. So if y'all got questions, they're lovely, sweet people. I mean, don't be asking for too much because, you're going to have to start paying for that. But if you got a simple question or you want to reach out to them and talk to them, especially my curvy and plus size girls, please reach out, use them as a resource. And we all in this together. Let's just be supportive. And I thank you all so much for being on my show today. I want y'all to come back. We're going to dig deeper into even some of the other benefits of eating plant-based and how it enhances your life. So I want to talk to you all about that. And yeah, so thank you all.
Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Surgery. See you later, Miss Tamika. All right, y'all. That was a good show. So y'all thought all I could do is nasty stuff. Y'all think my Saturdays are all about fellatio and getting beat with bicycle chains and whips and everything. I enjoy those things too. I enjoy those conversations. But it really is something to the way in which what we eat and how it affects us. How it, makes your life just smooth. All right. Yeah, somebody just reminded me to put up my information about Tip Your Stripper. Tip Miss Pound Cakes. I wore my titties out for y'all today. Especially for my gay male friends. They keep talking shit about me. So yeah, if you feel so inclined to, really the tip I'm asking for helps me pay for my software and service that I use to bring this show to everybody. Eventually, I want to raise enough money so that I can get a new webcam and step it up, get better lights, actually get me a backdrop and make my show look a little more glamorous, especially now that I'm going to be vegan. I got to elevate and levitate and luxuriate all the things that are around me due to that. So anyway, so the whole Tip Your Stripper, I'm Miss Pound Cakes, your stripper for the evening. Although I don't pop and take off my clothes, I do my best to put on a really good show that's informative and entertaining and nasty sometimes. So it is a lot of work to produce my show. I know some people, just think I just turn on the camera and just go, but I make sure I find really entertaining guests. I really try to think about subjects that will entertain everybody so we can have a good time. And I work hard to make sure my show looks professional and look good. So because of that, it's one thing to just twerk and get on stage, but don't you love a girl that can do pole tricks and do all kind of shit, smoke a cigar with a coochie, all of that? That's what I'm doing right now. So therefore I deserve a good tip. I am not just twerking and doing a quick pop. Right now, my coochie got a cigar in it and is blowing out smoke to the universe. That was so ignorant what I just said, but that's why I deserve a tip. I love y'all. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. My show is about modern day Madam C.J. Walkers. We've all seen the Madam C.J. Walker movie, even though it was loosely based on historical facts. That's up for debate. But ultimately, her story is very inspirational to women that want to be entrepreneurs and start their own businesses, especially in the healthcare industry. So tomorrow, not only I have two CEOs of amazing beauty brands that are owned by Black women for Black women. First is Ayo Oshun, who is the owner of Soul Tanagos. I just love their branding and marketing. I cannot wait to talk to her. That alone is awesome before you even get to the products. And then I also have Grace Anayah, who is the owner of GraceAnayah.com, the head wraps and all of those beautiful things that people are wearing. Yeah, you got to tune in tomorrow. It's going to be a very inspirational show. And I hope you had a good time tonight. Reach out to my people that were my guests, show them love and let them know you enjoyed them. If you like me and like my show, Nightcap with Erica, please tip your stripper. And if anything, spread the word. Do me a favor. Share this episode with your friends. Some of my other episodes that are on my YouTube channel. Go there, share them, show me love. It ain't always about paying somebody or tipping somebody to do anything. I really just want to get the word out about this show so that it can be lucrative for me and bring me other opportunities. All right, y'all. With that being said, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. The info is down below. Follow me on Instagram on Nightcap with Erica. You can also go to my Redbubble shop and buy a Nightcap with Erica t-shirt or a bag or a cup. And yeah, that's it. Tip your stripper. And y'all have a good old night. Go eat some vegetables. You heard SupaNova Slom. Go drink you some water. Quench your thirst. And it's time for us all to elevate ourselves to the luxury status that we deserve. Also, I just got to shout her out again. Asabi. Let me give you the information just in case you want a little edible. Edibles by Mary Jane. I've been tearing up this sorbet the whole show, and yeah, it's time for me to go. That's all I'll say. I'm going to sleep good tonight. Good night, y'all. Hey, it's Erica from the South Side of the Chi, and I just completed the 2020 census. If you're not counted in, you'll be counted out. And I don't know about you, baby, but I want to be in, not out. What are you waiting for? Take the census. Go to 2020census.gov.